I am possessed easily. Or catch you easily as a pastor, I am possessed. And see, Obanama, we have to pray. And see, casting out of demons was a very, very major issue because I don't know how, but in their way, and they are not shy about it. And that is what makes it easier. So you pan possess now on Agasa Peda on your deliverance, a little bit of prayer, and then they are delivered. Until the hair, you pan open up a project until by discernment. On the crap, you pan agree for you to help because the person's will come. And say that was a major issue. And now, different challenges. And say these were issues that
at what point finally Bible school?
And say Apostle Kodiaba and Pastor Entry or in Swatre and Apostle Kodiaba. We gallop with antelope pace.
Simply the best. If I can see simply the best.
Yes, I do for my Musa Sahonema to say, Yamia Domandanso or Dom no abordum so man, Yanya Quenya Yechia. Me and country Yankopon say the dance so I may not dum and ya quenya to say ye nishi and ne yan fan comma a cost 110 so emerald. And ye be a winning former an apostle Ekow Bedu winning nana wouldn't there fan home Tenasinya betre the man apostle Ekow Bedu wouldn't him say or no Nebota and yes obey Pentecost suffer. And then no ban by a Pentecost suffer. Do you know him? A hefan or koi, ufrehino kudrihi. Ebusia. Papa nenya bre at nasi, a canabra woman sem. Ah, a bebboa yenin chima ye bani yenya quent to 4. Ah, ye free amount, ye free mabako so cobacon. Ye na yetia a bebboa. Yentieno, bra, one casafoni be a tnas say, or mochuchina bra woman como. Na Zambia Church of Pentecost, Papay, and a question. But started free him, no baby drew he. Or ye day no ye Juma Bay, a free him no could he and there. What by a Church of Pentecost, soft penia. What can the papa qua? Me do one pa. I me feel you ministry. This man, a one. And yes, I am fanting in here. Nemum, I just love this man. Papa, we. Apostle Alfred Kudia, now so retirement. And the youth former evangelism director, that is Jimmy Markin. I just love them. I just love these people. In fact, I love all of them. But this three, let's enjoy the video. Come fast or copy Zambia. Come fast or Zambia. Sorry, Church of Pentecost. Or Mateno. Or Che ni nemo. Now, so you continue for Twitter. Na tu ho anamo na so wa anamo to be able to the Church of Pentecost in matre na yame ahenie eno me na akoso kama yenti emrese sia
and you call it expatriate no wusika was more in dollars no one for ma wunsem. I received a letter signed by Kenneth Kaunda. No pedo develop no crony 10. He wanted accelerated development in education. Now, why? Now, how can young Quanchen mean to maintain na American Chimono, Ebian obedience? And I actually them start one the epidemic of HIV or hope.
How I want to understand how you were selected. Say Nipan does there, then I need a personal letter from.
Oh, young people. Me pede mutukwan, you ask. Let me say that Akwenya wo Zambia. The woman contact person, Mr. Yaboa. Now, me contacting. Within 2 months, I had tickets for myself, my wife, and all my children. And the conditions were good. They was the way na wumbe na boboko, and America can also work. And they pay you in dollars, but in a foreign account. And then they also pay you the local currency or the mobile, so you can live there. I thought it was good at that time. But you spend the best 10 years with her. And in 10 years, many things change. In 10 years, many things. You crow on Pentecost in your and say you're joining Assemblies of God. You're the young who's in now small. That you came as a young thing with know. Say Pentecost will come Hanko Bobo. And say many now Apostle Samuel Yao entry GPCC General Secretary. No near the capital. Kurubia friend Kafui. Namsimu Mukushi in the central province. One of your farming area. No, say Ekow, you start a solo war different places are on way. Yambra capital, then start with Krum. And say I damage it transfer Nameban Ninchang. What was interesting? On am there, yepede, you start a solo see 2 families, me na member, no na member, we were sharing the same house, the same kitchen. We were in 2 different bedrooms, and 1 extra bedroom was for the children. And I na sado no, yeah na saw that. And say, if you school back, then we go out evangelize. You nya yipa kakra, na you zona ba sitting room ho. Mpabo na church. And say, 1993. Because 1990 into 1993 in there, he started a sorrow. Oh, by 94, now saw no origins him. Yes, no. I feel it is taking much of our time as teachers. And see, you hear more. And say, what's one of them? Member Accra. Now, member country at that time on the IMD, only. Apostle Opokonyina. You know, me baka chende ya start BB was Zambia. Into onya dajira. Think it's adajira in 1 year, 1 year, year and a half time. Omra moshe. No say Ekow, dema. And yeah, me call next week. Oh, next week. Zambia, yes. Me call here. That is the zeal. No say Ebokono na me. Hamabano, Minyan Crow, mid the best month. Not so there be, I'll go ahead of you. No, be some question. When the entry, when is awful? Let me say, it is entry.
Okay.
It is entry. And the okrepe, no, say entry. J school, no, J Dimano, now called Bible school. And the missing by no, the entry was packing to go. Oba Ghana Bible School with the intention say we are he will come back and take over. And so Oja saw on the mom. I'm on your one friend, Elder Munalula, a praying machine. I liked him. Munalula. And so here Benin Yesha saw us. And say Russia Kwanda after 1 year of Bible school entry will come. Oh yeah. At that time, I saw the manana in how can an overseer become national head? And it became an issue. In Japan, was started so no. Okay, Yama Onya Yam Onya underground training kakra. And so yeah, now back to missions, which was good. And see, before I was aware, no, was no call another place or Ghana. No was Apostle Kodia. That time the pastor Alfred Kodia, a determined man, wasn't brave yet.
Now still in Zambia.
Zambia, with the good of it, waka brofo. And Bemba, and only Nyanja. But Bemba, you're more widespread. But Nyanja, to that Gan, waka capital hall. And see a pedation workers and either Bemba or but one or being fear and catch them on you. One can suffer on you. Oh,
and in episode of my one rendition song by back one favorite.
To bale me by Yahweh, to bale me by Yahweh, Hunganda Yabo, Iswetelele, to bale me by Yahweh, Bale sa mama kosa tu bale me ba yawe. Bale sa mama kosa munganda yabo. Iswetelele munganda yabo. Iswetelele. And that was a worshiper. Now different parts now. Oh Jay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up? Within a year, no, I need 2. I feel corrupt. So I feel corrupt. I feel being a rich asorasia or young people. It says a year and you're there. You will be probably war. We can't be any shape upon us. You're bumpy, son. Or using, or if you know. Nechi oya yarokwa yenya so manoko na mpabo no mono manifestations ahoro me kai one girl bi me mpede me bobonizin na o manifesta na hodzen mmerima 6 yeso no ma she can pull us down na you starting mpabo na pen wa manifest you will just spend all our energies on her. So that could maybe feel na member no kete no. Daddy, we want to ask you a question. Mr. Abasama, what's God and Satan, who is stronger? Because you would hear compare bona sister na demons benu mono. O tumu fumo nyina kufum. Na mu hoda adi ya antakala. Omwa to make a chair apostle entry. Ya entry that time an elder entry. Ya hu bibia omwa and see here again there amen on Jesus said these things do not go except by prayer and fasting. We declare the fast. You declare for 10 days without telling anybody, even informing the girl and her the parents. See, yes, starting first day, second day again the papa ring and say nebanu or manifest with you, so we haven't touched there. And so on whoever is working in her will continue to do the work. By the 3rd day of our fasting, again I delivered. But we continued our fast to the end. She became sane and delivered. I think she married even before we left there. Now, demon possession seems to be very, very common. Because Obi Butumakacho said, Pastor, I am possessed easily. Wakacho easily as a pastor, I am possessed. And see, Obanama, we have to pray. And see, casting out of demons was a very, very major issue because I don't know how, but in their way, and they are not shy about it. And that is what makes it easier. So, you possess now on Agasa Pedal on your deliverance. A little bit of prayer, and then they are delivered. Until the hair, you can open up a project until by discernment. On the crap, say you can agree for you to help because the person's will come. And say that was a major issue. And now, one different challenges. And say, these were issues that
right. At what point, finally, Bible school?
And the Apostle Kodiaba, and Pastor Entry or in Swatre, and Apostle Kodiaba, we gallop with antelope pace. Without his work, a workaholic or piguma. And so within a short time, or Benny or 2 assemblies, Kafiwe, no, in Pika. Or today from here to Ouagadougou. Okay. Zambia is 3 times the size of Ghana.
I see.
And see, moving around was a challenge. And see, Nyamiadum Obeno, Wamana car. Now, accommodation, Yazima no Nyakra, because one private houses in Yoho are buying Nadine. But within a short time, we got a good place for him. And see, in Pika's church was strengthened. We went to the eastern province, we opened, then we had to go to the Copper Belt where the industries are to open, and then we also have to come to the Lusaka capital to open. But getting leadership was a problem Because the best leadership is the church growing its own leaders. But if you import leaders, they can disappoint you. They come with their own baggage. You know, they have been indoctrinated, they have their own challenge. You can't change them overnight. And so your leaders here, sometimes they fail us. And Apostle Kodia wanted a leader. At that time, my contract in Zambia was ending. And so last regional retreat, all pastors in the southern province are coming from South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe. They were all coming, and Apostle Atta was there. Now I was supposed to speak. Me afraid topic now. It was in my mind my last sermon before I say goodbye to Zambia and come to Ghana. I spoke the way I normally speak. And and Apostle Atta from. No, I'm not Apostle Kodia. Kodia, you're asking Ghana to send you another missionary. But Ekow is here. Extend your stay, Ekow, and then help the work. So that was in 95 when I was ready to come, because now my wife was so psychological. She wanted to come home because she lost her mother whilst we were there. That was wow. And when I remember here, and the oh, my wife wailed. She was disturbed. And so he was worried. Later on, the compromise. She can come down, feel the family, and then come back, and that solved the issue. And so that was how Apostle Kodia needed more hands in Zambia to ground the work. But when he called me into the ministry, and also only 3 years for her, no fear. Now Apostle Asante Caesar also by. And so then I had to leave where I was and go to the Copper Belt.
What my Bible school?
Debbie. I didn't come to Bible school. It's a mini Bible school classmate. And so I had to go to the Copper Belt. Apostle Opoko and Apostle Atagada, you don't need the Bible school now. Now I a diploma and I was reading, I was doing here, and say they thought that here, but they thought say what you know. I was pencil leader. I was Sunday school teacher, local pencil leader, district pencil leader, regional pencil leader, even to the national executive. I was district witness leader, and and say we knew. So they thought, say, okay, the work can be done. Bible school later, and say I moved to Kitwe to start the church anew. This time, we were in tent ministry. The church was not paying us. We had our own accommodation. We were being paid by the government, but we were working hard for the church. And so, he established the church in Kitwe. I'm the 2 or 3 years old. Then I was asked to call. Nipa beyebi. Wambeye nina into Brefie. It's 1999. I was in my back. My first station in Ghana was Hacho. Madina. I love the place. Me ba Hacho. Na Hacho no. I start from Atomic Hills up to Ajiringano. The whole of East Legon in Kaho. And when I be say 6 different districts. And say me did 1.5 years. That could and chairman to me from the Brefie or the small apostle entry don't can chance member Brefie. And some more chairman if you no official by. Also call me from what came to your mind? So you want to discuss with me about Pensa or anything about Pensa? I say okay. Actually, me he will be to be the General Secretary of the Ghana Pentecostal Council. But I want you to do it. Names, oh no, not me. Okay? So I directed him to 3 people whom I thought can do the work. One is gone, so Joseph Ejabin. is the best person for you. He's very good. I mean, Maba, I am now understanding the political system in Ghana. Mensiase papa. Inti mebeye GPCC ebiana mehu. Inti if you can choose these people, the work will go on fine. Inti the more I spoke, no, I said, oh, okay. The more you speak, the more I am convinced that you are the right person. And say, get ready. Don't tell anybody, but you can tell your wife. I'm nominating you for GPCC, which means that I'm starting work in about 2 months' time. And say, I was transferred earlier than I should be. And say, that was 2001. Now I started working in GPCC. Now,
still an hour pastor.
I was a pastor. But when I started, then they saw that it was an apostolic work. Because I was dealing with heads of churches. I was solving interchurch conflicts. I had to ordain heads of churches or install them. So suddenly I was moving with that kind of people. So, and then I was also not under any area also because of the nature of my work. And see, in the year 2006, I was called to the office of apostleship to be able to operate fully. That was in 2006. Then 2008, there was a change of leadership. Dr. Ntumi went away and Apostle Opopoko Yina came. Then he also nominated me for the Executive Council. Then 2009, he told them, sir, he's an executive member and serving the GPCC. He must be in the system, to be able to help the system better. So GPCC reluctantly released me. But they also asked that then give us another person. Initially it was difficult, but later they sent Apostle Entry to come for the interview. And mine, when the man came for the interview, the atmosphere changed. You could see a solid man, spiritual, the whole place changed. And see, here we interviewed the person, no, this man said, he speaks softly, slowly, but factually and spiritually deep. We can't give to anybody but this man. Now one pede, me Pentecost, was another Pentecost in my name. But on his own merit, he was great. And say, only take you over, and I have not even had the opportunity to even to go to ask what is happening. So excellent and so perfect. And say, that time the woman I'm crawl Burkina Faso.
Now Burkina Faso. Do you now a national head of Burkina?
Say, I now became a missionary in Burkina Faso. A very interesting experience.
Great. Eti Burkina Faso, how many years?
Burkina, unfortunately, manche. We did 4 years. Now, I'm working maybe 5 to 6 years to be able to achieve my total vision.
Okay. We'll come to we'll explore that vision, Kaka. But Yamra, until after Burkina 4 years, and I'll buy him.
Me we Burkina no, me back now as area head. Me crow kwa dasu. Asante Maimo. We did 2 years war. And me feel kwa dasu no. Maba asukwa. But GPCC me did 8 years. I was GPCC.
Great. Now with this, what call missionary Kaka Zambia the name say na why you can was it. It you wrap up, but my just Kaka. Your fond memories Burkina Faso as far as sorry anyone.
Nipa bebre oye wonde missions are sorry no. They don't have their own roots. When you want to theology. Now, Mukro Burkina, they have their own songs. They have their own ideas about God. They have their own prophecies and their own prophets. It is a church. All they need is leadership and direction. And see, I was impressed and surprised. Mm-hmm. And see, Mokreno, woman makwabe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no more office. they happened in succession. Mukreno, the telephone rang, na me fry. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was rapid French. I didn't understand the word. Then I put it back. Then I called my secretary, bring me the file, executive file. I want to read through. I don't know what I was expecting. Was it by Ningina French? Me flipped through. I couldn't see the head and tail. But one mom interpreter, Isaiah, or no, Ushiazi wa Ghana ha. It's a Moroccan. One mom, Mayen, the junior pastor in the Central Assembly. So he was helpful. But Nip Obia Bapen, my friend, Isaiah de Ombra. Now, the person who speaks in French, Isaiah will listen and then translate. And the most I speak to Isaiah, then it goes. Then they will go and do something different. They wonder, there must be something missing somewhere. ABI, only Isaiah, my brother from Americano, on catching him, and message used to be or through a second person. Your original intention may change. It's mandatory. I must learn the language. There is French, there is the local language, but I think let me focus on the French first. And say, American Americans may read French, so what we did, we carried one month French books at Washington school. We either Ghana here English books na textbooks na from class 1 up to here, and Canary. Moto and Kakanka now Warechram. Say maybe book 1 within 3 months. Marco book 2 within 4 months. Marco book 3. And see, before the year ended, not just a book 3. By book 3, no one there. My ears were opening. And see, Ekow French, na the American, I can say no, I didn't say that way. And Isaiah comes and no, pas comme ça, pas comme ça. Then he will, c'est ça. Then, luckily, me French were all levels. Me 3, but no, I don't can. And say, bra, Mr. Me pick up words. Then it suddenly came up. The grammar, French is a difficult language. And grammar no are very technical. But I could pick the words with the grammar easily. And so my French was even more polished than one gets about. What's the one?
But your person question for the day or answer my question for the day. The apostle Ekow Bedu and he said, can a Christian swear? O Christoni, who bet me dot way a dough. Christo need to swear. Papa about it.
No, just said the word swear no, or you're controversial. So on your controversial anka in bisa. No controversial and say swear. And with the brofo, but over 2 meanings. Bra nyami orishira Abraham. Ose mekame huntam. The Zaye or the Isaac Reba for no. Meshira. And now, bra Abraham Rosuma neba Eliza. Also cantam swear to me. That Ebekwa akafa or yere efi meje amam. Get massive. And say you can't swear na you work the good aspect and the bad aspect. Bad aspect is say Obia or use vulgar language. Na Orikasa Etiobi. I swear that if he comes, I'll kill him. And so you the vulgar aspect of swearing and the good aspect of swearing. Since you did, and say Obi warrior on Odin so the model for better. For worse, we are in the way sealed with ring. So obi kokot na orekasa, woma oswe oath. The American, it is the truth, nothing but the truth, but all the truth. And say, oh no, aban shall say, din so there. I must say, echi anka no kware a when we there anka ni ye. But over here natural life. I mean you kaka say ya. On say the mean integrity deficit. As a menzin so a inji minzi. Into other man can say you be a say Bible says let your yes be yes and your no be no. Many people there, he is a man of his word. What kind of obey? But oba enyama offer emrahu the court. The awari bibia or you dura or the nipa kasa for a long time. What was it embrace chirewa? Embrama kwan say swear. Only the good aspect of swear. And see, God himself swears. No, or swear. He swears. A pedestrian, you swear by an authority higher than you. Or swear, but there's nothing. So he swore by his own name. Or can't tell when I will bless Abraham. But the other aspect of swearing, only where you use, the Ghana, a man who use word to be a muntum embody. But make it a bois. I mean, Kasa no one so vulgar language, it's also classified as swearing. Gentlemen, so obia, Bible will be oh shit. It has become part of him. That vulgar language is also classified as damn swearing on yet. If you woman for us here, changing is difficult. But ebeye o Christonia using of vulgar language, which is also classified as swearing, should be stopped. And so there were two aspects of swearing, if not even three. The embra.
Yes. We a apostle Ekow Bedu and a den semi atuja. Ebusia, meaning say you have learnt a lot. When ya bebre esua. The amesra say one susu tu kwanya. Nese opportunity ho so de be Kenya miasem akenya miasem. So opportunity ho nkwa da Kenya miasem. Ne ya mebe fa so na wa ye normal akese. And a papa on your teacher ni okoso okopepe yedi. Yes so kwa ye do yere no mai na be ko benya be mo akatia na ye bibia ye. Na nso ko no. Ano okoso okopetiche di ewie na afro be Pentecost sofo. Abusia we any kwan asori Church of Pentecost e faso e grow into so opportunity a Kenya miasem no mai na nkose kama. Abusia nyami nshao. Onyo kese on Mumbo Macro. Bye.
If one can see, simply